Yep. Excuse me, Jack. Excuse me. I went past the wire. Sorry. All right. This is for Lilley. Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina, Lake Taneycomo. Jack and I are out here doing one cast this evening. Wow, these are small edges. I don't know who used this last, but we're going to take this stuff off. Ooh, 7X. Gosh, I don't want that. Probably Taylor. Looks like maybe 6 or 5X above this, so we're going to take this float off. This is Friday the 3rd, I believe, October. Okay, we are down past the cable now. What? Oh. I'm going to hit spot lock until I'm all ready to go. So I'm a little embarrassed. That I did not know this fact. That I just heard from Blake today. And he acted like, oh, you ought to know this. I didn't know about it. So while those floodgates were going, I guess our trout were seeing a lot of threadfin shad. Man, I would have been throwing white. I just did not get that. Blake said this morning early they threw white up here and did really good. And I said, white? Really? And he said, yeah. He said, all the threadfin shad they've been seeing. I said, I'm not sure how I missed that. I know that we've been putting a lot of emphasis on water temp and dissolved oxygen content up here. He's taken my meter out and taking samples. So I've been paying a lot of attention to that. So maybe that's my excuse. I feel kind of bad that maybe I should have been broadcasting that. I haven't seen it on Facebook. I don't know. So we are going to throw and I might have to go to a heavier jig, but this is a 32nd ounce white jig under a float, about 5 feet. I'm going to start here at the cable. I'm going to drift down. They are running one unit, about 3,700 CFS. I'm not sure where to point this. I have a 25th ounce that I'm going to put on here if I feel like, I'm just going to, I don't know. Yeah, let's just go ahead and try the 16th or the 32nd. No, this is a 32nd ounce. Did I say 16th? Thought about coming up and throwing a white jig, but I thought, this would be a lot more fun. So I fished this morning. I took out some boys from, there's a teen challenge home over in Branson West, Kimberling City. I gotta get the boat just right. And Landon Young is a young man, one of the counselors there, and I told him that I'd take the boys fishing. So we went fishing this morning. We came up here and I showed him how to throw jigs, and one of the boys caught 3 nice rainbows, black 16th ounce jigs. And another boy caught 1. And it was a little slow. So we came back down below Fall Creek and I went and got some night crawlers. And we did pretty good. They did really good. There were 6 of them, and I think all 6 had caught at least 2, maybe 3. And I think the winner, I think there was a tie. I think a couple of them got 6. They're biting really good on them. Night crawlers. And we drifted from the bend above my place down to Lazy Valley. Fished till about noon. Started slowing down. The last hour or so. And I heard some other people saying that jigs were working really good in the same area, sculpin with an orange head. I'm kind of staying on this side because this side was the warm side, probably saw the most shad. Of course, now the water's off, so or the floodgates are off, so no more shad, but they should still be looking for shad for a while. Well, I was trying to catch one on the first cast, but it didn't work. So a lot of guys getting out and wading. I've seen them catch a lot of fish up here. Down below Outlet 3, that gravel bar down there, with this kind of water. I told Jimmy, my son-in-law, that wading, getting out, boating up to Lookout Island and wading around the island ought to be really good. Ah, that was a bite. I think I'm giving it some action. I want that jig to look like something that's, ooh, that might have been a bite. I gotta watch my depth too. I don't think I'm dragging the bottom. Ah, just had one come up and nudge my float. Okay, I'm just gonna let it ride here for a minute. Come on, fish. You're supposed to be looking for shad. Steve Dickey said that they caught fish down at the Narrows on shad flies this morning. And that's what really, it's confused me. I thought, shad flies? And then when I went in at noon, Blake said, oh yeah, they did real good on white. Can't believe there's hardly anybody up here. I passed a couple boats coming up from Trophy Run, but it's the first boat that's come past me. Okay, now I'm on the gravel bar, so I think what I'm going to try, I got to do something different. This is shallow enough, I think I'm just going to strip. That way the jig just won't be dragging on the bottom, picking up moss. Man, you'd think something would come up and hit that. Wow. Oh my gosh, how long has that been like that? Oh my word. That stinks. The line came around, and I'm just going to put another jig on, and wrapped around the body of the jig and tied a knot way down here where my fingers are. So I'm not going to catch a fish. I mean, if that's the way the jig's been sitting and stuff the whole time, that's why I hadn't caught a fish. I was watching the jig for, I'm putting on a 25th ounce, a little heavier jig. I was watching for moss and algae, but I wasn't watching to see if the jig was riding correctly. Gosh, that was a waste. Now let's see. Things change. Oh shoot. Got the camera. That was a lazy cast. Okay. See, my word. I could have been catching fish this whole time. I'm sure it's the way that jig was sitting in the water. They weren't going to come up and hit it. It's a little one. Oh, he's skinny. Let's see if this is just, that was a fluke. This is pretty awesome being out here and having it almost to yourself on a Friday night. That's crazy. My float's just about too small to float this jig. It's working. Come on, fish. This this one unit is just, it's perfect for fishing a jig and float like this. Spin cast or a fly rod. I'm actually really tempted to put a black one on. I had pretty high hopes for the white. Well, they're supposed to run this water all weekend, pretty much. One unit, 24 hours a day. The water temp's about 55. And Blake said the DO's about 4.5. So you know me, I could wear a color out. So let's go to black. I don't have a lot of time left. Okay. Set a little deeper. Okay. All right, black jig. I put on a 25th ounce. I'm actually going to throw on this side. Got a 3/4 moon this evening, looks like. Man, I really thought this was going to work good. I was excited about the white bite. And it might have been different if I thrown a jig than a spin rod. I don't know. I see some fish coming up and midging. Midges are starting to hatch. There's a lot of gravel over here that's been underwater for a long time, and now it's exposed and all that algae is starting to die and it stinks. Just, that could have been a fish. Could have been the bottom, because I'm starting to go through this chute, and it's all shallow through here. And I've got the float set probably at 6.5, 7 feet. So it's kind of dragging the bottom. That's why I'm working it a little bit more. You'd think this would be pretty similar to how I'd be working it with a spin cast. A little different, I guess. This is the last try. I'm gonna fall off into this deep hole here and well, that was disappointing. Yeah, I had it about 7 foot deep. Nice, nice, nice evening. Well, fishing wasn't any good, but the float was good. Very nice. I got some ideas on what I want to try. I'm not sure if I'll get out in the morning or not, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.